Hello everybody. Today we're going to be working on number 5. And number 5 is simply asking us to write a Python program which assigns the principal amount of 10,000 to the variable p, assign n the value 12, and assign the interest rate r to 8%, and then have the program prompt the user for the number of years t that the money will be compounded for, and print the final amount after t years. So first off, oh, and yeah, it gives us the formula that we're supposed to use. P is the initial investment, R is the nominal interest rate, and it should be as a decimal. N is the number of times the interest is compounded per year, and T is the number of years. So first off, we're supposed to assign 10,000 to the variable P. So we say capital P. Python is case sensitive, so since we're using capital P, which was the one that they used in their equation, we're going to have to be consistent, is equal to 10,000. And then it says assign n the value 12. N is equal to 12. And then the interest rate of 8%. But we found out something. We found out that the nominal interest rate is supposed to be as a decimal. And so we can't put an ordinary 8%. We're going to have to convert it to a decimal. But it should still be 8%, just as a decimal. And how do we do that? It would be by dividing by 100. Because we know that the percent sign is over 100. So 8 divided by 100 is going to give us a decimal. And it is still as a percentage. So we didn't change anything. We just put it in another form. And it says, and then we're supposed to have the program prompt the user for the number of years t that the money will be compounded for. So t, so this is so now we're going to have to use the input command since we want the user to interact with the program. We want the user to tell us how many years that the interest is going to be compounded for. So we say input, and then we say whenever you use the input command, you have to first of all start with an apostrophe or quotation marks. And so we say enter number of years. Now note that you don't have to use the same sentence that I used, but I'm just using this one because it's short, it's fast, and it tells you exactly what you want. And so that's it. But whatever answer that the user is going to put is going to come out as a string, and we don't want that. We want it to be an integer. So we say int, which is the integer command, because we want to change whatever answer that the user puts. We want it to come out as an integer, so we use the integer command, and that's it. And then, so we just have one more thing to do, and then we're done. We have to input the formula, and the formula is capital A, case sensitive, and then it says capital P, but we can't just put the parentheses sign. We have to put the multiplication sign first. Multiplication by, and then it says 1 plus r over n, and then it says to the power of nt, which is an exponential. And in order to do that, we have to use the double asterisk, and that gives us an exponential. And we say n, and we can't just say nt. The computer doesn't understand that. We're going to have to say n times t, parentheses close, and we're done with that. And now the only thing we have to do, which is the last thing, we have to print the answer. And since everything is in this, we print the A. So, and notice we use capital A. We have to be consistent, because if we use small a, the computer would not understand it, because small a is not defined. We didn't define this function, this formula for small a. We defined it for large A. And so we're done. We just have one last thing to do. We have to run the the module, but in order to do that, we have to save it. So done. Enter number of years. You can use any number. I'm just going to go ahead and put a 6. And that's it. So the user, put 6, and the program used 6 in the equation and calculated it. And this is the number of years that we have. I mean, this is the amount that we have. And that's all, folks.